Ever since I got into guitar about a year and a half ago, there's been this really weird tone that I've never really been able to describe. I specifically hear this sound all over like Nirvana's In Utero and also all over Kurt Cobain's home recordings. And to me, it's just always fascinated me. It's been such a weird, strange sound. And if I had to compare it to anything, to me, it kind of sounds like an engine. Like an engine like revving to the max, just like about to explode into a million pieces. It's a really weird sound. And I have all the known like Kurt distortions, the DS1, the Big Muff, the Sans amp, the DS2, the Rat, like I have all those pedals. And none of those have this certain sound that I'm hearing all over, like In Utero and his home recordings. It's something different going on. So I took it to myself to build a pedal that will replicate this sound. The Engine. It's a crazy pedal. From a design standpoint, if some smart, like super awesome designer guy came in here and saw this pedal, he would slap me in the face because everything from a technical standpoint is wrong. Like I biased it wrong. I wired things up really strange. All the parts in here, super old stuff wired point to point, 70s style. And it's a really unique pedal. I just have the volume and roar. And I think it sounds like an engine. A lot closer to this kind of tone that I'm hearing on Kurt's home recordings. And after digging around, doing a lot more research, I found that Kurt Cobain actually had a Univox Super Fuzz. These pedals are from the 70s and they're super duper expensive now. You gotta pay like over $1,000 to get one. So I built my own. I built my own Univox Super Fuzz, exactly like the one Kurt had. And actually Kurt's original Univox Super Fuzz was stolen and he had Ernie Bailey, his guitar tech, build him another one, a duplicate. And they jokingly named it the Young Man Fuzz. And so that Young Man Fuzz is actually really just a Univox Super Fuzz. And I built the same exact thing. So that really weird engine type of tone, I think is Kurt's Univox Super Fuzz. But I actually kind of like the engine pedal that I built a little bit more. It sounds a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more like it's about to explode. The Univox Super Fuzz is a lot more controlled sounding. So I figured, I guess maybe I should set up some guitars and play a little bit more and show you more about these pedals. Yeah, I think the engine sounds a little bit more aggressive, kind of a little bit more fucked up, a little bit more engine-y. I don't know, I really love this pedal. And another really cool thing is if you start backing off of the roar and you start giving it less gain, it starts to turn into like a really weird, almost FM transmitter, grainy, kind of just weird, crackly static sound. Reminds me if we were picking that signal up from space or something. And it's actually not too far off from my quad reverb with one power tube. The quad reverb with one power tube, as a lot of you know, Kurt Cobain used to record In Utero, and he used that one power tube on the output as a tool. So the more you turn up the master volume, the more asymmetrical clipping you're gonna get. You can really hear it here, like on Montage of Heck. It's an isolated quad reverb track from Heart Shaped Box. And I did the same thing with my quad reverb on one power tube, and it does the exact same thing.
You know, you'd be feeling fine, then you get out of the car and just be like, I gotta throw up.
This type of sound almost kind of creates like a ring modulation. It's like a ring modi kind of sound. It's super interesting. And I'm getting my engine pedal to do the same thing. I'm making some tweaks on it and it's gonna be able to behave in that same kind of way. Really, I just need to decide if I wanna build a whole new pedal based on the quad reverb or if I wanna try to incorporate it into this. And if you guys are interested in this, I'm gonna do some small little tweaks on these, get these buttoned up, and I'm thinking about doing a small run of them. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna launch a store online online and you're gonna be able to get one of these. I make them by hand, so they might take a little while to do, and they're very complex little pedals. It's my own design. I didn't copy anybody. 100% my thing, my little baby, and I'm happy to be able to present it to you. And I also think it's really stupid to keep this to myself. It's such a unique, interesting sounding pedal. I want to be able to share it with you guys. And if you think it sounds like shit, that's cool too. Build yourself a super fuzz. That's what Cobain had. He had a Univox super fuzz, and it was really cool. I just like how fucked up and ridiculous this thing sounds. I'm gonna use it in a lot of my music coming up in the future. This is another Mesa Boogie preamp from JQ that I gotta look at this weekend and try to fix. Gotta figure out what's wrong with it. This is a Yamaha SPX90. This is actually really the secret behind the sound of Come As You Are and Lithium. A lot less to do with the small clone and a lot more to do with this. And this here is 2 old vintage Dean Markley strings. Can't find these anymore. All right, I'm debating if I should tell you about this or not. I think I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek. This is pedal X. This pedal was used on In Utero. This is the second one that exists in the world. Red X ring modulator, hand wired by Mr. Bill, number 2. It's the second one in the world that exists. The first one belongs to Steve Albini, and I tracked down Mr. Bill and had him build me another one. This is insanely, insanely special. And I'm not gonna say anything else about it. I'm gonna tell you more about it on the next video. Oh, but it's cool. It's super duper cool. Can't wait to actually show you this. And the Yamaha SPX90. And JQ, my friend, I should have your preamp fixed soon. All right, guys. Well, I will see you on the next one. Cheers.